You've spent countless nights tossing beneath the weight of imagined terrors, visions of failure that reverberate through your mind like thunder in a cavern. You've tried to muffle that echo with distractions, with confident facades, with promises to face it tomorrow. But tomorrow rarely comes without the same trembling in your chest. Today you will step into the echo, lean your ear against its hollow walls, and discover that within those fears lies your greatest call to courage. You begin by closing your eyes and inhaling deeply, feeling the familiar vibration of your heartbeat match the distant drum of anxiety. You let the tremor wash over you without flinching. You bring your hand to your chest and whisper, "I will listen." In that moment of permission, the echo's roar softens into a murmur, inviting you to trace its source. You picture the cavern of your mind, its curved stone walls slick with shadows. You see the echo originate from a single point, an unspoken fear planted long ago, perhaps in childhood, or in a pivotal moment of humiliation, or in the abyssal pause before a life-altering choice. You draw closer to that origin and feel its timbre. I'm not enough. What if I fail publicly? What if they discover I'm a fraud? You name each fear as it surfaces, and you let its words fill the chamber. You open your eyes and stand before a blank sheet of paper. You write the single phrase at the top, "My greatest fear is," and you fill the page with every syllable that trembles within you. Your handwriting quivers, loops and tightens, but you let it be imperfect. You watch the echo transform from a deafening storm into ink on a page, its shape and texture laid bare for inspection. You read what you have written and realize these fears are not monsters under the bed but guides pointing to what matters most to you. I fear failure means you value growth. I fear being unmasked means you prize authenticity. I fear rejection means you long for connection. Each fear reflects a deeply held desire, an undiscovered frontier yearning for your exploration. You fold the paper and carry it with you into the day. In every encounter that triggers your echo, when criticism makes your chest tighten, when uncertainty looms in decision, you retrieve the paper from your pocket. You read its words and remind yourself of the mapped desires behind each fear. You exhale and let that knowledge settle into your bones. You feel the echo shift, not a call to retreat, but an invitation to step forward with purpose. You cultivate a ritual of reckoning. Each dawn, you meet the echo in your meditation or journaling practice. You place your palm on the paper's creased line and recite your fears aloud, feeling their vibrations pass through you. Then you ask, what action answers this call? You answer with one small step, drafting the proposals you fear will be rejected, rehearsing the presentation in private before presenting it publicly, sharing your vulnerability with a trusted confidant. Each act tangles with the echo, weaving its energy into momentum. You encounter days when the echo reverberates so powerfully that you falter. You feel the old impulse to hide your doubts behind bravado, to turn away from any challenge that might expose your weak spot. But now you have a compass, the mapped desires and the rituals that align your choices with them. You slow your breath, reach for the paper, and anchor yourself in the truth that courage isn't the absence of fear, but the resolve to walk through it. You begin to notice how the echo's corridors transform. Where once you heard only your own doubts amplified, now you detect the echoes of others. Colleagues who hesitated to propose bold ideas, friends who stifled their passions, strangers whose silence spoke volumes of untapped potential. You realize the echo is universal, a shared song of human longing. You feel solidarity bloom in your chest as you witness their mirrored fears. You decide to share your echo aloud. In a gathering, be it a meeting, a small group, or a social circle, you offer a confession of the fear you named, "I used to believe I wasn't enough to lead this project." You watch how the room shifts, shoulders relax, eyes soften, other voices join in. Someone else says, "I felt the same." Someone offers their support, someone shares the next step that worked for them. In that moment, the echo becomes community, a chorus of voices harmonizing courageously in the face of doubt. You harness the echo's power in your creations. You craft a presentation that begins not with bullet points, but with your fear. When I first took the stage, my fear whispered I'd be exposed as an imposter. You pause, let the vulnerability settle, and then guide your audience through the strategies you use to own your authority. You see nods of recognition ripple across faces, the echo of your story unlocking their empathy and engagement. As the days turn to months, you notice the echo's volume diminishes, not because you've killed the fear, but because you've befriended it. Its corridors become familiar pathways, not prisons. You carry your map, the paper's lines, into every new venture, trusting that each echo you hear is a signpost rather than a roadblock. You close this chapter by placing the paper in a frame on your desk, its words visible as a reminder of the alchemy you performed. You sit before it, hand on your heart, and whisper gratitude. Thank you for your echo. It guided me to my courage. You rise, breathe deep, and step into the next soundscape, ready to listen, ready to act, ready to transform echo into empowerment.